morning, lovely Year 2. We're going to be trying something a little bit new this half term. Mrs. Payne's going to be doing some phonics every week and to help you revise things and to share some new work with you. So this is going to be called Phonics with Mrs. Payne. So we're going to start off this morning by having a little bit of a revision of some of our keywords and remembering how we read them and also how we write them. So these are the words we're going to be thinking about today. Some of these words are quite easy to read, but they're not so easy to write. So we need to have a think when we're doing our spellings about our memory strategies. Let's start off with reading them. I'll point to them and then you can say what the word is. Okay, which one am I going to do first? You're right, want. Okay, which one's next? Away. I told you some of them were quite easy. You ready? Over, correct. Water. I must remember to get some water because I've got to remember the more I drink, the more I think. Okay, which one next? Because it's a really important word because, isn't it? It's a conjunction that helps us link our sentences and make them more interesting to the reader. So that's a really important word to read, but also to spell. We're going to be thinking about the spellings in a moment. Let's have a look. Our last word, what's this one? It's people, you're right. Great, brilliant. Okay, now, when we learn to spell these words, we sometimes have to use a few strategies to help us because these words, a lot of them, aren't words that you can sound out. So, I wonder if you can have a little think. Have a little think about strategies you can use to help you spell these words. I've got one. I wonder if I can ask my little helper to come down. Hello, Poppy.
Hello.
Have you got a strategy that you would like that you can use to help you learn how to spell because?
Baby elephants carry apples upstairs easily.
And sometimes we use that, don't we? We use big elephants carry apples upstairs easily. Poppy's made a mnemonic or a sentence that helps her spell because. I've got another mnemonic that helps me spell this word, people. People eat orange peel, but people eat orange peel like elephants. People eat orange peel like elephants. If I say that in my mind while I'm thinking of that word, it helps me make sure I spell it correctly. You could also use the syllables in a word to help you. If you've got a word that you find really difficult, say it and say how many syllables there are so you can spell each little bit. It can help if you put your hand under your chin. So I'm going to say away. I know there are 2 syllables because my chin touched my hand twice. Away. So I know I've got to do 2 parts of that word. It can really help you when you're learning to write really, really long words. Okay, now today, now we've practiced our words, we're going to be concentrating on a sound that comes up a lot in words and can make them a little bit tricky to spell. So, I want you to have a think for a minute and maybe pause this video to think of all the other ways we can write this sound. What is this sound? You're right, it's I. There are different ways to write I, aren't there? There are 3 other ways of writing I. I wonder if you can think of all of them. Pause the video, have a go. Okay, did you have a little think? Did you find the 3 ways there are to write this sound in your words? I'm going to slowly peel away these and see if you got them. If you did, give yourself a silent cheer. Did you get I? This is one of the ways we used to learn in reception in year 1, isn't it? That we wrote I. Did you get it? Well done. Okay, this time if you got this one, you're going to give yourself a marshmallow clap. Are you ready? Did you get... Oh, that one's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a... What is it? A split digraph. You're right. It's a split digraph. So that means that these 2 letters don't sit together. There's a letter in between. There's too much chatting between those 2 letters. So a letter has to sit in between. But it still says the I grapheme. Okay, let's see what the last one is. Are you ready? This one's a bit tricky. That one says the sound I, but it also says the sound Y. So you have to be really careful when you're reading that sound, because it could say either, it could say either sound within a word. But today, this is the way we're going to be thinking about spelling the sound I, just like this. So that's a tricky one, isn't it? It provides lots of thinking, so don't forget, make sure you're having a lot of water to drink so you can think. Okay, so we are going to be writing and reading some words with this I phoneme at the end of the word. I want you to see if you could get a piece of paper and a pen in a moment so you could help write some of these words. Go and get it now, pause the video and come back in a moment. Okay, welcome back. Hope you've got your paper and pen ready. We are going to be thinking about some words with this I phoneme in it now. I'm going to break them down and you're going to blend them together. So I'm going to say the words broken down and you're going to blend, oopsie daisy, it's hot blue tack. I'm going to break the words down and you're going to blend them together and then we're going to have a go at writing them. Okay, first of all, let's blend this first word. I. I. Blend it together. My, you're correct. Well done. Okay, let's try the next one. But I. But I. Put it together, all together. By, you're right. Okay, the next word is I. I. Blend it together. Spy. Okay, the next word is I. I. Blend it together. Did you get it right? Sky, you're right. Okay, we're going to have a go at writing these words. Now, I've got some of Mrs. Payne's famous writing frames here, but you can just use a piece of paper. Okay, we're going to have a go at writing some of these words using this grapheme. So I'll give you a clue. They've all got this grapheme in it. That gives you a really good go, doesn't it? We're going to first of all start with writing the grapheme, the word, sorry, sky. Okay, so let's have a think. I'm going to go do it with you. I'm going to break it down into those phonemes I can hear. I. Now I could have used a curly cut there, but I know it isn't. I. Sky. Right, the next one you're going to have a go at on your own. I. I. Have a go. Did it look like this? I. If it did, well done you. Okay, the next one we're going to have a go at is a longer one. We're going to write this one. In fact, I'm going to write this one on my whiteboard. Where's my whiteboard? Oh no, I'll write it on this one. Okay. Okay. E. P. Lie. E. P. Lie. Reply. I'm going to have a go. Oh, and I know that one. I can hear it at the end. Reply. I am going to reply to all the lovely messages I got sent. I am going to reply to the messages I got sent. Okay, right, let's have another go with another word. Ooh. Oh, my favourite word here. You're going to have a go at this one. Spy. I. Spy. Can you have a go at writing that? Okay. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to break it down. I know the word has I know it has 3 phonemes, so I'm going to listen to them and write them, okay? I. Spy. Okay. If yours look like that, give yourself a great big silent cheer. Well done you. Okay, I've got a challenge for you, and I want you to upload the challenge onto Tapestry so I can have a look. I want you to use some words with I written like this to make some sentences. You could write, see if you could write more than one word in your sentence. I might write, my mum is a spy. That might be a good sentence which has used my and spy in it. I'd like to see what you could do. So let me know, send them up to me and I'll have a look later. Okay, it's been lovely to see you. I'll see you next week for some more Phonics with Mrs. Payne.